using a pioneering cell therapy. After only 3 months of treatment, the patient was no longer dependent on insulin injections.
Diabetes is one of the most common chronic diseases around the world, and for decades, scientists have been tirelessly searching for a cure, but to no avail. Recently, China has turned heads and raised hopes globally. In a groundbreaking study, a patient has reportedly been cured of diabetes, sparking intense interest and scrutiny from authorities worldwide. Everyone wants to know, is this real? And if so, when will this revolutionary treatment be available for everyone? This video is going to be exciting, so you definitely want to stick around till the end. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the global diabetes epidemic. The numbers are staggering. By 2021, over 537 million adults worldwide were living with diabetes, and this number is projected to skyrocket to 783 million by 2045. That's 1 in 8 adults globally. Even more concerning, 3 out of 4 adults with diabetes live in low and middle-income countries, where access to treatment is often limited. We've been hearing about cures for diabetes for as long as the disease is around, but nothing seems to work. All of that is going to change now, as in China, researchers have made a groundbreaking achievement, the first ever reported cure for diabetes through cell therapy. This incredible breakthrough was recently published in the journal Cell Discovery and centers around the remarkable case of a 59-year-old man with type 2 diabetes. This patient had been battling the disease for 25 years, relying on multiple daily insulin injections to survive, and had lost all of his islet cells in the pancreas, the cells that are responsible for insulin production and controlling blood sugar levels. In July 2021, he underwent an innovative cell transplant procedure. Researchers created lab-grown replicas of insulin-producing islet cells found in the pancreas and transplanted them into his body. The results? Absolutely astonishing. Within just 11 weeks, the patient no longer needed external insulin. Over the following year, he gradually reduced and eventually stopped taking oral medication for blood sugar control. Today, he has been insulin-free for over 33 months and medicine-free for around 11 weeks. This is not just a minor medical improvement, it's a life-changing transformation. According to Yun Hao, a leading researcher at Shanghai Changzheng Hospital, follow-up examinations confirmed that the patient's pancreatic islet function was effectively restored. This means his body can now regulate blood sugar levels independently, just like it did before diabetes took hold. While this is a single-patient case study, it's being hailed as a significant breakthrough in the field of regenerative medicine. Experts like Professor Timothy Kiefer from the University of British Columbia have called it an important advance. However, they also caution that more large-scale trials are needed to confirm the treatment's efficacy and safety before it can be widely adopted. So, how exactly does this revolutionary cell therapy work? Let's break it down. The process begins with creating lab-grown replicas of insulin-producing islet cells. These cells are crucial because they're responsible for producing insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar levels. In people with diabetes, these cells either don't produce enough insulin or the body can't use it effectively. This leads to dangerously high blood sugar levels, which can cause severe health complications. In the groundbreaking procedure performed in China, scientists used the patient's own peripheral blood mononuclear cells. These cells were then transformed into seed cells that could reconstitute pancreatic islet tissue in an artificial environment. Essentially, they created a lab-grown version of the insulin-producing cells the patient's body needed. Once transplanted into the patient's pancreas, these cells began to function just like natural islet cells, producing insulin and regulating blood sugar levels. The results were nothing short of miraculous. Within 11 weeks, the patient no longer needed external insulin. And over the following year, his reliance on oral medication gradually decreased until he didn't need any at all. Imagine living with diabetes for 25 years, constantly monitoring blood sugar levels, dealing with multiple daily injections, and then suddenly being free from all that. It's no wonder this case is being celebrated as a major breakthrough. So, the big question on everyone's mind: when and how will this cure be available for the general public? The journey from a groundbreaking discovery to a widely accessible treatment is both exciting and complex. Here's what we know so far. Currently, the cure is in its early stages. The successful treatment of the 59-year-old patient in China marks a significant milestone, but it's important to remember that this is just a single case study. For this treatment to become available to everyone, it needs to undergo extensive clinical trials. These trials are crucial for confirming the safety and effectiveness of the therapy across a diverse group of patients. The first step involves small-scale trials to ensure the treatment is safe for a larger group. These trials will be closely monitored to identify any potential side effects or complications. Once these initial trials are successful, the next phase involves large-scale clinical trials, which include thousands of participants from various demographics and medical backgrounds. These large-scale trials are designed to rigorously test the therapy's efficacy and safety on a broader scale. Researchers will gather extensive data to understand how different patients respond to the treatment and to refine the procedure further. This phase can take several years, as it's essential to ensure the treatment works consistently and safely for a wide range of people. Assuming these trials are successful, the next step is regulatory approval. Health authorities, such as the FDA in the United States and similar agencies worldwide, will review the trial data to determine whether the treatment can be approved for general use. This process involves detailed scrutiny of the research findings and may also take additional time. Once approved, the challenge shifts to production and distribution. Scaling up the production of cell therapy to meet global demand is a complex task. It requires state-of-the-art facilities, skilled professionals, and robust logistics to ensure the treatment is accessible to patients around the world. Partnerships between governments, healthcare providers. One thing is for sure, this is a breakthrough in stem cell research that could revolutionize medicine. This pioneering therapy not only offers hope for diabetes patients, but also opens many doors for curing other chronic diseases, such as hepatitis and beyond. The success of this treatment demonstrates the incredible potential of regenerative medicine, paving the way for new approaches to tackle some of the most challenging health conditions we face today. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the cutting-edge world of diabetes research. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the latest updates on this and other groundbreaking medical advancements. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay informed about the most exciting developments in health and science. Until next time, stay hopeful